Today we will continue with the last topic for the B plus 3, which is the delete operation. Previously we have discussed about two operation, searching and insert. The deletion operation in the B plus 3 is actually almost resemble the delete operation in the B3, especially because the root and internal nodes of the B plus 3 is actually just B3, so we can always apply the delete algorithm for B3 to the root and internal nodes. Hence, we will only concentrate on what to do when we delete something from the leaf node. A B plus 3 has two underflow conditions. The first one, the leaf underflow condition. The second one, internal node underflow condition. As we can see that based on our previous discussion, the minimum number of the key in a leaf node can be only L over 2. Then we apply the ceiling operator. That's why we can say that a leaf underflow if it contains less than that number, which is L over 2 minus 1 keys. Okay. Then the second underflow condition is the internal node underflow condition, because the internal node of the B plus 3 is similar with the internal node in the B3. That's why the condition for the underflow is also the same. Okay. Then when the underflow happens for the B plus 3, we can also apply rotation or merging to restore the balance. So this is also similar with the B3, only the operation of the rotation and merging in the B plus 3 is not the same as in the B3. This is the detail of the delete algorithm in the B plus 3. We will not discuss this detail. We will try to see about the mechanism and also the example to make sense about the delete algorithm in the B plus 3. Let's look at this diagram. So this is the first case. In this case, we will do the rotation to restore the balance in the B plus 3. So as we can see that after a delete operation, this leaf node become underflow. Okay, and it happens that the adjacent right sibling V, not V, containing keys that can be borrowed, means that the minimum number of the key in this right sibling to be L over 2, we apply the ceiling operation. So we can borrow a key from this right sibling. Okay, when we want to borrow a key from the right sibling, what happens, because you can see that in the B plus 3, the keys in the leaf node is sorted in increasing order. So means that if we want to borrow a key, we can borrow the smallest key from the right sibling, then put that as the rightmost key in the left sibling, right? Because we need to keep the order as it is. So after we borrow this smallest key in the right sibling, put that into the rightmost position in the node with the underflow, we also need to adjust something in the parents, because there is a rule in the B plus 3 say that the corresponding key in the parents that point to the left and the right sibling must be equal to the smallest key in the right sibling. So now the Y1 already borrowed in the left sibling. That's why now the smallest key in the right sibling become Y2. So we need to change the key in the parent to become Y2. Okay. Now in the second case, we have the left key rotation in the right direction. So basically now we have the case that the right leaf node is underflow. Means that we need to borrow some key from the sibling. It happens that in this example, the left sibling containing enough number of the key that can be borrowed. So because again in the B plus tree the keys in the leaf node has been sorted ascendingly. So when we are going to borrow a key from the left sibling, we need to take the largest value, which is this rightmost key in the left sibling. So we take this value, put that into the leftmost position, become in this position. Then after that, we need also to adjust the value of the key that being shared by the left and the right sibling by using a similar rule. Now the value should be updated by using the left most key in the right sibling. So because the value is xj, so we change the value in the key of the parent to become xj. Okay. The third case, it is not the rotation anymore, but it is the merging operation. Okay, merging operation. In this case, that this is the node U. The node U is the node with the underflow, and because the condition that the siblings do not has a key that can be shared with the node U, so we cannot borrow key from the sibling. What we can do, we can combine them together. We do the merging to them. Okay, so for example, now we are going to combine node U with its right sibling. So the operation in the merging is like this. We just make these two nodes to become one. Then after that, we take the the key that being shared by the two node, which is in this case y1, and put that in the middle between the two node that has been already merging, and then we will get this node as a unity. So now we can see that the value of this new node is from the x1 until xj, then followed by the previous key in the parent y1, then after that the y2, y3 until yk, which is the value from the right sibling previously. Okay, when we take that value from the parents, we need to remove that key from the parents. So now you can see that previously we see that there is x1, y1 and z1. Now we only have x1 and z1 because we need to remove y1 from the parents because we take this value to become the middle key between the nodes that being merged together. Okay, so this is the second example of the merging operation. Now what happens, we are going to combine the node U, the node with the underflow, with the left sibling. The operation is similar with the previous one. What we are going to do is we combine this node U and the left sibling. Then we take this value from the parents, put that in the middle. Then we remove this value from the parents. So now we have this new node that containing the key from the left sibling and the node U that with the underflow, and the middle key is y1. Okay, similar also the y1 need to be removed from the parents as in the previous example. Now we discuss some example with the real case, which is the real B plus tree that containing some keys inside. So now, for example, this is the original tree. We are going to delete 20 from this B plus tree with M is 3 and L is 3 also. Look at this, 20 is over here. Okay, now you can see that we have L to be 3, means that the maximum number of the key that can be contained by the leaf node is 3. The minimum one will be 3 divided by 2, 1.5. We do the ceiling operator, then we got 2. So the minimum is 2. Now we delete 20 from this node. So this node will only now containing 21 and 24. The number of the key here is 2. So this containing the minimum key, that is also, this is valid condition. So we do not have to do anything. We do not need to do the rotation and merging to restore the balance of the tree because it contains the minimum allowable number of the keys. Okay. Now this is the second example. Let's go to display everything. Okay. Now we have the B plus tree in the original state to be like this. Now the M is 3, L is 3. We delete 25 from this 25. So this is 25. So when we delete 25, this leaf node will become like this. Because L is 3 means that the minimum number of the key should be 2. But now we have this node to have only one key, means that there is imbalance. The leaf is underflow, so we need to restore the balance. Because you can see that this node has the left and the right sibling that containing 3 keys. Okay, L is 3 means that the minimum number of the keys in the leaf node is 2, means that we can borrow keys either from the left or the right sibling. Okay, so in this right part, we borrow the key from the right sibling. By using the previous diagram, we know that when we want to borrow key from the right sibling, what we do is to take the minimum value, which is in this case is 30, put that after the keys in this node with the underflow, like this. So the 30 will go after the 26. Okay. Then after that, we remove the 30 from the right sibling. Then as the last step, we need to update the keys in the parents. You can see that this is the key that being shared by the node with the underflow and the right sibling. Because we are borrowing 30 from the right sibling, means that 31 become the minimum value for this right sibling. So we need to update the key in the parent to become the minimum number in the right sibling. So this should become 31. Okay. Then in the second case, we go to borrow a key from the left sibling. In the left sibling, when we want to borrow a key, we need to take the biggest value. Okay, which is in this case 24. So 24 is borrowed from this left sibling. Then we put that 24 as the first key in the node with underflow. Then now it is not underflow anymore. Then of course the 24 need to be removed from the left sibling. Okay. Then after that, we can see that this is the key that being shared between the left and the previously underflow node. So we need to update this key to become the minimum key in the right sibling, which is now 24. That's why this become 24. Okay. Okay, now we have the next example number 3. This is the original B plus 3. Okay, this is the original B plus 3. We are going to delete 15 from this 3. The order M is 4 and L is 3. Okay, because L is 3 means that the minimum number of the key is 2. Okay, so if we delete 15 from this B plus 3, we will have this node to be underflow. Okay, now we can see that both the left and the right sibling containing only 2 keys, means that we cannot borrow key from them because they have already the minimum number of the key that is allowed. So means that we need to do the merging operation. Okay, now for example, we want to combine this node with the underflow with the right sibling. The answer will be here. Okay, so we combine 17, this node that containing only 17 with the right sibling that containing 18, 19, that will become 17, 18, and 19. Okay, something like this. So after that, we combine them together. You can see that now the parents of these leaves has 3 keys, right? Means that they have four branch. The first one goes for this node, second branch goes for this node, third one goes for this node, and the last one goes for this node. Okay, now because we are combining 2 nodes together, Now there are only 3 nodes under this parents, means that we only need 2 keys in the parents. Okay, only 2 keys that needed for this parents. We need to remove one from it, because now this key being shared by this node and this node, we cannot remove this 11 from the parents. Okay, similar with this 15, this key is being shared by this node and this node, so we cannot remove. Then the 18 after the combining of this underflow node with the right sibling, this node will not point to anything. I'm sorry, this key not point to anything. That's why we need to remove this key. Okay, look at this, everyone. There is some detail that we need to be really careful. Previously, we know that for the parent key of the leaf node, the value must be the smallest key in the right child, right? For example, now this is 11. This is from this value. Okay, 15 previously from this value. Okay, and 18 previously from this value. But in this case, we remove the 15. Okay, we remove the 15. So means that the 17 promote to replace the position of the 15. But now we didn't update the value of the 15 to become 17. Okay, so this can happen when we are deleting the first entry of the leaf node. You can choose whether you want to update the value, which is, I think it is the better. Maybe you just replace the 15 to become 17, so that will be much better. Okay, so if you do that, then we will have the 17 over here, not no longer the 15. So we can stick with the rule. Okay, so if we change this to be 17, this will become the equal to the smallest key in the right child. Okay, everyone, something like that. Now if we combine this node with the underflow with the left sibling, then we will get this. Okay, we will get this new node. So now 14 appended by the 17, then we need to remove this node. So you can see that if we combine this together, the 11 will stay here because the 11 is being shared by this node and this node. Okay, we are not removing this node, that's why 11 stay there. Okay, but when we combining this node with the underflow with the left sibling, means that we are removing this node, right? We are removing this node. This node is still here. That's why we cannot remove the 18. We remove the 15 because 18 is used to point to this node, right? That's why 18 still point to this node. Okay, so this is the valid delete operation. We do not need to change the keys in the parent because 11 is from the smallest key in the right child, 18 is from the smallest key in the right child also. Okay, this is the last example in the delete operation in the B+3. You can see that this is actually a little bit complicated. Let's look at the original state of the B+3. So this is the original B+3. Okay, original the B+3. Then we are going to delete key 26. Okay, 26 is this key. Then we need to check the M is 4 and L is 5. Okay, so means that for the leaf, the minimum number of the key should be 5 divided by 2, 2.5. You do the ceiling operator, become 3. Okay, so the minimum number of the key for the leaf should be 3. Okay, if we delete 26 from this node, means that this node will become underflow. Okay, this node will become underflow. Okay, then you can see that this node has the right sibling containing 3 keys. So for example, if we do the merging of these 2 nodes, then we will have one node that containing 5 keys, because L is 5 means that it will be valid. Okay, will be valid operation. So now we can combine them together. Okay, we combine the node with 20 and 22 with the node with 27, 29 and 33 to become like this. Okay, to become like this. Now everyone, look at this. We combine these 2 nodes together. Okay, means that they become the one nodes, and actually the reference for this leaf node is from this side, okay, from this side. So means that the key in the parents will be removed, okay, because the key in this parent is actually the minimum key from the right child, but now there is no right child, okay, so we need to remove the key, okay, we need to remove the key. So this will become a little bit complicated because we cannot have the internal node to contain nothing, because now the M is 4, means that the internal node should contain minimum number of the key to be 4 divided by 2 is 2. You do the ceiling operator, you got 2, you minus 1 become 1, okay, so the minimum number of the key for the internal node should be 1. Now we have nothing, so this internal node become underflow, okay. Now what happened, we actually can perform the rotation algorithm from the B3. You can see that actually the root and the internal node of the B plus 3 is actually B3. That's why now we have this right internal node to be underflow, okay. But the left one containing 2 key means that it is not underflow, okay. You can see that because M is 4 means that the minimum number of the key is 1. So we can actually do the right rotation to this internal nodes, okay, the right rotation with respect to the root like this, okay. So means that if you do the right rotation like this, 20 will go down and 17 will become the parents, okay. So that's why 17 go to become the parents, then after that 20 goes down to become the right child, okay. So you will get this result, okay everyone. Again, the root and the internal nodes of the B plus 3 is actually B3. That's why when you see the underflow in the internal node, you can actually apply the the procedure in the B3 to deal with the underflow condition, okay. Okay, that's it for the delete operation. I hope you can understand. If you still have something that you want to ask, you can always send me email, or you can also write something using the Blackboard. Okay, thank you everyone. See you again. Assalamualaikum.